Micken going for set assist 1,000. Don't worry, Grandpa is keeping track in the stands. We start in the first set. Johnson grabbing one of those set assists, and she puts the ball on a platter for Aubrey Micken, who solidifies the kill to put Esko up. Now just one away from 1K. Johnson with the back set to Kennedy. Draymond sends it over the net, and the Rebels can't handle it. Milestone moment for Maya Johnson. His family and friends all celebrated. But she and Esko had a job to finish. We return to grind mode with an ace from freshman Marin Bailey. Esko pushes the Rebels to set point. On an Esko serve, the Rebels go to set up some offense, but it's the brick wall of Johnson and Micken who deny that chance, grabbing the point and the first set victory. Esko would continue to dominate, taking all 3 sets in a sweep over Moose Lake Willow River.